How did Baroque concerto develop? Have you ever wondered how the Baroque concerto came to be? The story of its development is quite fascinating and reflects a rich period in European music history. In the late 16th and early 17th centuries, the term concerto was used broadly. It referred to any musical piece that featured contrasting groups of instruments or voices. This was a time when various musical forms were evolving, including the vocal instrumental concerto, which gained popularity during the late Renaissance and early Baroque periods. As the Baroque era progressed, the focus shifted more towards instrumental music. One of the key innovations during this time was the concerto grosso. This form featured a small group of soloists, known as the concertino, set against a larger ensemble called the ripieno. This structure created dynamic contrasts between the soloists and the full orchestra, resulting in a rich and engaging musical experience. The concerto grosso drew inspiration from earlier musical practices, such as the sinfonia or sonata for solo instruments accompanied by a string orchestra. These forms were particularly popular in cities like Venice and Bologna. Composers such as Arcangelo Corelli and Giuseppe Torelli played significant roles in shaping the concerto grosso. Corelli's compositions often highlighted a small group of soloists against a larger ensemble. On the other hand, Torelli's works, especially his Opus 8, established the typical structure of the Baroque concerto, with alternating episodes between the soloists and the full orchestra. In the broader context of European history, the development of the Baroque concerto mirrors cultural trends of the time. The rise of secular patronage and the growth of city centers allowed for more diverse musical performances beyond the church. This environment encouraged experimentation with musical forms and led to the creation of new genres like the concerto. The practical applications of the concerto form can be seen throughout various European courts and cities. The concerto became a staple of Baroque music, with composers like Johann Sebastian Bach and George Frideric Handel contributing to its popularity. The structure of the concerto grosso, which features soloists against a larger ensemble, allowed for a dynamic display of musical skill that was highly valued during the Baroque era. When we look at Baroque art and architecture, we see a similar emphasis on grandeur and dramatic effect. Just as grand architectural structures like Baroque churches used light and ornamentation to create an immersive experience, the concerto grosso used contrasting musical groups to create a dramatic and engaging sound. This shared focus on drama and contrast highlights the interconnected nature of artistic expression during the Baroque period in Europe.